Hey man, what it is? This is Dame, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Y'all already know, man. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much appreciated, y'all. Hey man, if my voice a little hoarse, a little raspy, it's because Dean, we was in the building, man. Had an amazing night last night. So proud of Philly, man, for coming out, standing up tall for Boots, man. I truly feel if you're not a bigger name than Jaron Ennis, all the rest of his fights should be right there in Philadelphia. Eddie Hearn know what the turnout going to be. It's going to be even bigger and better than next time. And I just think it's something that you got to do again, bringing boxing back to Philly. I think since 2015 or 2016, something like that. And for it to be at the Wells Fargo Center, the first big major boxing match at the Wells Fargo, man, it was a great turnout. Really enjoyed myself. Shout out to Greg Hackett, man. Shout out to YSL Media, man. I was able to connect with both of those brothers, was able to meet both of those brothers, man. Just as humble and as gracious as they is on camera and everything. That's them in real life, man. And I truly appreciate chopping it up with them, me and YSM going back and forth about Shakur and Tank. It was a great night out, man. Greg Hackett, one of the smoothest, just thorough dudes, man. You just know real when you see it, man. So was glad that I got to meet him and talk to him for a second. Let's get to this though. Jaron Boots Ennis came out and put on a performance for the ages. Little ring rusty at first, but that was to be expected, y'all. He ain't fighting a year. I mean, everybody been ducking him and not trying to get in the ring with my guy. So, it is what it is. There's only so much you could train and spar. It's like doing a scrimmage in basketball. It's not the same as gameplay, especially when you coming out in front of your home fans, everybody who care about you, all your supporters, from the whole East Coast was in there, from New York all the way to Maryland. Everybody was in the building, man. There to support. I believe Shakur Stevenson was in the building, Gilly and Wallow. Um, Seen Andy Cruz yesterday, seen Sean Porter yesterday. A lot of people, a lot of stars was in the building last night. Boots came out. First couple rounds was a lot closer than people wanted it to be. Boots won every round, clearly. Um, he just knew that he could take it to Avanesyan. I think that people getting a little too caught up in him getting hit last night. Listen, man, any fighter, if it's Javante, Canelo, Shakur, it don't matter. Terrence Crawford, we seen Terrence Crawford versus Gamboa. We seen Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. Anybody that's going to open up to start actually being active and throwing punches, you going to get hit, man. This is boxing. David Avanesyan is not a guy that you could just. He's a contender for a reason, man. It's a reason that he got in that ring. You dig what I'm saying? He's still a professional fighter, and you got to respect your opponents, man, especially when you got a little ring rust. But they was in there hitting last night. Avanesyan wasn't backing up. He was out there trying to bring the fight to Boots. He said he was coming for the upset, and that's what he came in and tried to do. He wasn't successful at it, but that's what he came in there and tried to do, man. I think Jaron Boots Ennis put him down in that fourth round, fourth or fifth round. Might have been the fifth. I forget which one it was. Um, because they was in there hitting. I'm talking about y'all. They was right in the middle of the ring hitting, and Boots was just trying to walk him down. That's what I saw. He could have easily boxed him and hit, not get hit, and not get touched. But Boots been hearing all this stuff about Shakur and everybody. He trying to come out and perform. His dad told him to go walk the boy down. That's what he did. Um, David Avanesyan wasn't able to get off the stool after the fifth round. Doctor said that his jaw was broke, and you can't say a fight not exciting when the other fighter jaw get broke. You can't say a guy ain't put on a great performance when the other guy couldn't even get off the stool. Jaron Ennis, the fact of the matter is, Jaron Ennis stopped David Avanesyan before Terrence Crawford did. That's just the facts of the matter. He did. You can say what you want. Like it, don't like it. It is what it is. So I don't want to hear that he not ready for Crawford or none of that. You can't say that, man. When the guy Terrence Crawford literally fought right before he fought Earl Spence, he did him dirty too. And he got touched up a few times against David Avanesyan as well. So if you can't just hold Jaron Ennis to that standard and not hold Crawford to that standard. And then going back onto my next point, is he ready for Crawford? Absolutely, because Jamal Crawford only getting older, so you better be ready now or never. I mean, Terrence Crawford is only going to he's only getting older. Um, and his career is winding down, man. And you can't be mad at that. He's 37 years old or about to turn 37. I forget how old the man is. He about to turn 37 or he's 37 already. But at the end of the day, I know Crawford's birthday about to come up. So um, he's only getting older, man. So it's now or never, man. You got to test yourself against the best, and he the best out there. If he could get that fight, and Eddie Hearn is out here clamoring for it. Eddie Hearn telling Crawford to send a contract, try to make it happen. So we gonna see, yo. But Jaron Ennis is as deserving of that fight as anybody in boxing. So I don't want to hear is he ready and all. We not doing that. We pushing for the best fights in boxing. Y'all gotta bring y'all. We got to, y'all. Who else you want to see Terrence Crawford fight other than Jaron Ennis? Like if you being real and you ain't in your feelings about it because you don't like that people mentioning Boots' name, who else would you like to see him fight? Who else can get test Terrence Crawford fortitude the way Jaron Ennis can? Who else? Who else more talented? Who else better? So at the end of the day, man, yeah, Boots was a little ring rust. He had a little ring rust, but like I said, y'all, that's to be expected. I was still impressed. I was very actually, y'all, I was impressed by David Avanesyan as well. He made it an interesting fight. You got to give the man credit. The man came out there to fight. He was out there. He was a little faster than I thought. He looked like he really trained hard for this fight, and it looked like David Avanesyan was already training because he wanted to get a fight, so he was already in boxing shape. And I was just very impressed with that. And I'm glad. I thought that he just quit on the stool at first because that when you on the side, y'all, you don't know what's going on in the ring. You see it, but you don't know what's going on. I'm thinking he just quit, but he didn't quit. Doctor said that he can't continue. So and we got to keep the fighters' health number one. Number one, man. Keep the fighters' health number one. He came out there and gave it his all. It's just that Jaron Boots Ennis is just a little too much for anybody right now. He just got everything. He switch hit, he fast, got defense, got footwork, cracking both hands, ring generalship. I seen that one thing I did like about Jaron Ennis. He looked like he was much better at cutting off that ring and using his distance control and his ring generalship. It looked like that's something him and Boozy really been working on. And Jaron told you he was going to be working on that. So I was looking for that. And I just like the fact that Jaron just threw all caution at the win, man. When you trying to put on performances and get people talking about you, man, you got to go out there and go balls to the wall, especially against a guy you think you could get out of there. And he didn't leave it in the scorecard's hands. He ain't leaving in the and nobody hands but his own. And that's something you gotta respect, man. You just gotta respect that, dog. Like I said, I'm proud of Jaron in this. I like to see him get back in there as soon as possible, though. If Jaron Ennis could be back in there in November, December, I mean, I'll be in the building. That's all I'm saying. He got to get back in there as soon as possible. And I feel like Eddie Hearn gonna keep him busy though. I'm glad that he signed with Eddie, because I just think if he was with the PBC, those guys wasn't willing to fight him. And there's nothing you can do if people not willing to fight you. What can you do, man? You only can fight the people that's willing to fight you. And I don't think Al Heyman got nothing to do that. That's why I still think they still got a great business relationship. But I know that's where Boots wanted to sign. But unfortunately, um, things not on the table, man. You got to take what's on the table. Shakur Stevenson going through that right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, I'm a little, it was a long night last night. I was on that. I was on everything. You hear what I'm saying? But that cocaine, you hear what I'm saying, man? We was out there partying, having a great time, man. Like I said, Philly was in the building, man. They came out strong. Again, man, I want to say shout out to YSL Media, man. It was nice meeting you in person, man. Thorough dude, you know what I'm saying? Is off camera who he is on camera. Same thing. Shout out to Greg Hackett, man. Both of those channels, man. Go like, go subscribe, go show those brothers love, man. Because it's much deserved, man. I'm just proud of my city. Everybody putting on for the city. They came out, they came and supported. I heard it was 14,000 people in the building. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for Boots. The first boxing match back in Philly in a long while, yo. So I was proud of the kid, man. I'm just hope he just keep going, keeps focused, keep being in the gym, keep trying to get better, and keep calling out these fighters and getting those fights. Y'all already know what this is, right? Dean, by any means. And I holler at y'all. I gotta recover, y'all. I gotta recover. We was wilding last night. Your boy gotta recover, okay? But we all good, man. We live in effect. Everybody that show love, I just wanted to tell you, man, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is, though. Dean, by any means. And I holler at y'all.